Hi, this is Brandon Ramirez in the online CNG 201 Linux configuration class, and I am on Linux class projects. And the first one I'm going to cover is Project 1, configure 2 independent web servers running on a single Linux host. So the first hint I see is he gives stop all firewall services so it can go through. So we're going to take this command, go to our VirtualBox or our VM, and we're going to do boom. This is the first command we're going to use, and enter password for permissions, and then now they are turned off. The next thing that we're going to do is install Apache. That's the one I used. So the thing with this is if you look up online, you're going to see sudo yum install Apache 2, but that doesn't work. So do sudo yum y install httpd, same thing. Enter, and it's going to say already latest versions. So we're going to clear that, and next we're going to do a enable httpd .services. Boom. Oop. Oh, there it is. Boom. So we're going to do that, but now we're going to do start. Enter, and one more. We're going to see the status of it. And it is active and running. So we're going to clear that. Next, we are going to our HTML directory or file. So that's in our var. So cd var ls. It's going to be in www. So cd www ls, and then you see HTML, and then we're going to cd HTML. Clear screen. Next, we are going to do, we're going to create a VI editor to put on our configured server to know it's working. So sudo for permission vi index.html. Boom. And I already went ahead and did this, and I said, hey, this is your web server config. So we're going to escape this, and we're going to just test it out. So go here, type my IP address already. Again, we can do this, or go to Google, then do my IP again, show you that it works, and boom, hi, this is your web server config. Now that is the basic of what you can do. I took it a step further and learned a little bit of HTML language, and this is what I came up with. But before I'm going to show you how I did like a jazzed up one, I'm going to show you how to insert an image onto it. So I already went online and downloaded this donut icon, as you can see. Now, what I did to make things easier was let's go back to my bad. What I did is I redirected my image to this directory so I knew exactly where it was and how to put it in. But the thing I had to look up online is the image source, or like the code to put the image in there. So going back to sudo index HTML. Oop, my bad. Forgot the VI. So now that we're here, insert is I'm gonna go down, and the thing I found that worked was image as source equals donut JPEG, and close it off, and let's try it now. So we're going to go here and let's refresh our page, and there it is, popped up really big. Now in my finished product, go back to it, we're going to insert, already inserted. We're going to delete all this, and then I'm going to just paste what I originally had. So I started with the image donut, the height and the width to make it reasonably small on my page, web server, and you mess around with the formatting of this, but I will show you exactly what came out. So now go back to Firefox. There was our basic, and here is the completed web server 1. And this is just using my IP address and port 80. And the next step I'm going to show you is configure another web server, but using port 8080 in the directions. So we'll minimize this and we'll go back. Now in default, when using Apache, it's only going to listen to one port that is already in their default settings. So how you change that is you want to go to cd etc and then cd httpd and ls that, and then you want to go to conf period d. So cd conf period, or conf, I mean, my bad. Clear the screen, and now we're going to ls it and see the httpd conf. That is what you want to vi. So sudo httpd.conf. Oh, again, forgot the vi. And then you will come up to this, and I'll explain this one into the next video. Welcome back. So now that we are in the default settings in the VI editor, insert, and then you want to go find down until you see something that says listen. Change this to listen to on the specific IP address shown below to prevent Apache from glooming into all bound IP addresses. So before I of course did this, but right here you are going to, it's going to listen to port 80, but then you want it to listen to port 88 too. And as soon as you type that, make sure you don't give it this symbol or it's not going to read. Then you want to escape, save it. Now to make things easier on myself, I put my next configuration into a different file or a directory. So I do cd var cd www. Oh, ls, and I made site2, obvious. So cd site2 ls. So again on this one, I did index2 to make sure that I am keeping track of which is which. So sudo index2.html. God, me and the VIs tonight. And here, it's the more advanced way I did it. It did take me a while to do it. It was mostly checking guess. And I also inserted the images the exact same way as the first server. Download it online. From download, copy the image to this directory just so I know it's closer. And yeah, I have this all in, so I'm going to escape this, and that one is done. So next thing you want to do is I pulled up on web server, and I'm going to open this up. Let's maximize this. 10, 15, right? Colon 80, 80. And then now it's listening to a new port on our virtual machine for the second server. First server, second. Note this is site 2 to listen on port 8080. And it was actually quite difficult to get everything looking pretty organized. Still don't know, it was all guess. But that is how I completed project 1 on the class project for Linux. Thank you.